The story of the Vancouver Grizzlies is a story of failure. It's one that you can read up more on MikeDropSports.com. The NBA in Vancouver lasted 6 years, with the Grizzlies winning 22% of their games, and after beginning play in 1995, they were off to Memphis in 2001. But the story of the Vancouver chapter didn't end in 2001. It actually ended 2 years later, with the completion of the worst trade in NBA history. In 1997, the Grizzlies traded a future first-round pick for Otis Thorpe. Thorpe, to his credit, averaged 14 points per game and 8.2 rebounds per game over a lengthy career in which he started the majority of the 1,257 games that he played over 17 seasons. But at this point, he was entering his age 35 season, coming off a year where he averaged 10.2 points per game and 7.4 rebounds per game for Detroit. Was it really worth it for a terrible Grizzlies team to trade a future first-round pick for him? The good news for the Grizzlies is the pick came with lottery protection rules. The bad news for the Grizzlies is they were so bad for so long that those lottery protections finally ran out, and the worst news is that they ran out during a historically epic draft. 6 years after trading a first-round pick for 35-year-old Otis Thorpe, it was time to pay the price. The 2002-03 season was the most successful for the franchise as the Grizzlies finished 28-54 in just their second season in Memphis. After years of finishing last and failing to strike gold in the lottery, they finally won some games. The Grizzlies once again landed the number 2 pick, despite having 7.1% odds to do so. Except according to the terms of the lottery protection, unless the pick was number 1, the Grizzlies would convey the pick to the Pistons. Therefore, because of Otis Thorpe, the Grizzlies sent their number 2 pick in the 2003 draft to the Detroit Pistons, a team who was coming off a 50-win season in which they lost in the Eastern Conference Finals. Thorpe would go on to play only 47 games for the Grizzlies. He was traded halfway through the 97-98 season to the Kings for Bobby Hurley and Michael Smith. His final NBA season was 2000-2001, which means he was out of the league for 2 years and 40 years old when this pick was finally conveyed. 47 games, that's what the Grizzlies traded a first-round pick for. Not just any first-round pick. The 2003 NBA draft was legendary. LeBron James went first to the Cavs, and then 3, 4, 5 was Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade. 3 legends, 3 future Hall of Famers. The Pistons at number 2 would draft Darko Milicic, although it didn't matter because they still won the NBA title in 2004. For the Grizzlies, they missed out on history. They missed out on drafting Carmelo, Chris Bosh, or Dwayne Wade. Hell, even Darko Milicic might have been more productive for them than Otis Thorpe was. Instead, who they had for 10 points per game for 47 games. Just another sad chapter in a series of sad and disappointing events during the NBA's time in Vancouver, which you can read more about at MikeDropSports.com.